doing today? Honey, this is Miss Cleotha Parks, and honey, I'm coming back to y'all today, and I got to tell you that I'm so grateful that I am amongst the land of the living, honey, and I do thank the Lord that last night my bed was not my cooling board, and my covers was not my winding sheets, honey. That's truly a blessing. Listen, today I want to talk to y'all a little bit about something that I think is very, very important. It's something near and dear to old Miss Cleotha's heart. And honey, this message I want it to reach to people of all ages. It really don't pertain to you till you get 18, but we got to prime them people before they turn 18, honey. The message today, baby, is about voting. Now, it ain't always been so that we had the opportunity to vote here. But now, baby, we got it. And we got to exercise this right that we've been given. It's an important one, honey. I often look back and I see sometimes we have these presidential elections, and I see the news stories, and they say, the people that stand in line for a whole workday to vote on the presidential election. And baby, I'm not saying that the presidential election ain't important, because God knows it is, because you have to have somebody who's a good human being and has got the sense that God gave, all of us to represent this country in the correct way. You just got to have some sense when you're the president of these United States. And I just feel like it's an important election, but baby, I just don't. My opinion, honey. This is Miss Cleotha's opinion. So take from it what you want. But I just don't feel like the presidential election is the most important election, honey. I think that these elections that set our local levels and our state levels, those might be a little bit more important because they affects our everyday life. Taxes on your properties, your taxes on your land, funding for your parks, and the children got to have recreational activities, and that stuff comes right out of that local budget. And the president don't control your local budget, baby. You pay taxes, and your local government people controls that money on your behalf. So I think that, those might be the most important elections out there that's going to pertain to your everyday life. And just like in that presidential election, baby, we got to make sure that we electing good people and good human beings, honey, and people that's got some sense, even into our local elected official offices, because they do make a difference, baby. Then let's move on over here to Washington, D.C. Honey, when you from the country like I am, Washington, D.C. is a big old city, baby. And I can't even say that I ever been there, and that's all right, because I really ain't got to go. I see and read about them all the time. But in Washington, D.C., baby, we got these people called the United States Senators. There's 100 of them. And then we got these United States Representatives. There's 435 of them. Now, they may not really control a lot of your everyday life, but they do control some of the things for your state, because they representatives and senators who go to the big city on your state's behalf, right? So you still got to make sure that you reads up on these people, honey. You studies them like they a test or something. You got to read up on them, because these are the people that you sending to the big city to represent your state, okay? And now, not only just that, baby, but them 535 people, because I told you there's 100 of them senators and there's 435 of them United States representatives. But they holds a lot of power, baby. A lot of people think that the president is powerful. And I'm not saying that the presidential office ain't powerful, because it is. But there's a lot of things, baby, that the president can't do unless them 535 people is in agreement. Now all of them ain't got to be in an agreement at the same time. No, that would make no sense, right? Because we supposed to be a democracy, honey. But it's got to have a majority. So the president can't move and can't do nothing sometimes unless them 535 people is in agreement. All right, now I hope y'all got something from this message. And the moral of this message is, honey, get out and vote. We got some elections coming up. Get yourself out there and vote. And if you got to stand in line for a whole work day, baby, honey, baby, take off the work and go ahead and lose that 8 hours of pay. But if you get paid for it, baby, that's good too. But you got to stay in the race and elect people that's going to do right by you and the people in your communities. Okay, now Miss Cleotha going to sign off of here, baby. And listen, say something nice to somebody and do something nice for somebody. And I guarantee you, baby, God will surely bless you. All right, y'all have a blessed day now.